to hit that fault line. Now they're just going to go and push this one right in. Shinobi's going to be waiting in the wings in the backside. Does manage to get a kill, but there's that flash. They have the response, but the cross is good. And that's going to be Vice, who manages to pick up 2 kills there. Some weakened members as well for Gen.G. GMD was basically, or I should say Gen.D is going to be in a bad spot over in the back, and that is basically going to do it, wrapped up in a nice pretty bow. And that's quite nice here, potentially, for Gen.G. They got the flash off, the initiation's good, Effys is able to get the kill, but on the rotation is going to be TenZ with the judge, so they know exactly where he's going to be located. Shinobi manages to cut one down, getting a second with that Bulldog too, and while this play was looking like it could have worked out quite well.
Will become your enemy. Here is the anti-eco now for Gen.G. Oh, no, rather for Cloud9 against Gen.G. Shorty doing some work, as always, Golden Boy.
Oh, man, and this is a scary part about having Reyna, because when he goes into that state to dismiss, he's actually able to get even more knowledge from where these players are.
But as far as player 1 is concerned, he might try to just get a lucky catcher as he turns the corner, but Vice.
Quite like that play, playing the orbital strike, forcing him out of positions, also going to deal a little bit of damage too. Win right the action, does manage to get 2. Now you got one player who's going to be tucked away inside of CT, and he's going to be basically dead to rights there. And they've managed to take this one with authority. GMD's on the flank. TenZ is none the wiser to this one. A clean headshot right to his face. This is going to cost him dearly. And the last player left alive is going to be Relix. And this has been Hwin's round. Be in a good spot because it comes out on a cone. Yeah, he actually does not end up connecting with that. Does land onto Mitch though, so Mitch is going to be slowed down. Flash 2, but because Vice didn't get hit with that, he gets 3 out of that push, and that was just beautifully done. I mean, just the wherewithal to be tucked away in that corner.
Well, Sages are always looking for ways to build their ultimate, and he would be able to do so with getting extra kills.
B-side. Vice is going to have to deal with a lot of players here. Paranoia is going to come out. No kills exchanged quite yet, but Vice does manage to pick up a kill there against Mikhail. And off-screen, TenZ did get that shot against GMD. That paid off for him big time. Now, though, it will be Gen.G. tucked away in the back. They have Spike. They're going to play it over at the default now. And with Hwin alive still, that will be a problem here for C9 to deal with.
Yeah, this operator at the back of the side can be problematic. Oh, great orbital strike coming down, forcing them to split up there. The run it back is going to get burned. So ult for ult slows things down. There comes the rocket. Oh, great shot from Hwin. Catching Mitch, able to dodge, able to dash out of harm's way. And now that leaves Relix in a horrible crossfire. He has the wall, though, to break up the crossfire. Try to find 1v1s. In goes the flash. Manages to nail player 1. And this is going to be tough now. 1 versus 1. Here comes Hwin. Around the side. Will Relix play the guessing game correctly?
Not noticing that they're doing when they played the fault line breach before, what they were doing was they were allowing that fault line to try and push players back, but Mikhail manages to get 2 there. Oh no, he's going to go right into the hands of Relix, who saw him, but player 1 they have no idea that Hwin's here. Hwin can actually get himself 2 kills out of this one, does manage to pick off 1. Player 1 will have his buddies back. They'll get that next kill. And now in a 2v2 now, as Vice, who's just been on fire this game, man, does not get that kill, even though he had him on that first shot. Now it's going to be up to Shinobi, the IGL here. For C9, they heard him drop down, but he doesn't have a lot of time to work around with here. Big kill, though. Perhaps this could be the opportunity he was looking for. Dark cover, going to try and see if he can stick this one. Oh, no! Oh, no, but it does not actually. Here we go. This is going to be the response, Paranoia. He also gets Paranoia in turn, so no one can see anything right now. But they do manage to get onto the side here. GMD, clean shot, headshot onto Relix. As Mikhail's trying to deal with a lot of activity. Unfortunately for him, though, he's going to get overwhelmed on B site, and they will have clear leeway to just plant this spike inside of this smoke. This smoke's going to dissipate here in about a few seconds, and unfortunately, player 1 thought he could be the sneaky beaver inside. Although Effys does manage to get a kill with the right click, I have to appreciate just the ambition there. They're going to go and push this one out with all the flashes that they possibly have, just try and take control of this A site. Mikhail with this. We'll have a dark cover available in 5 seconds, but as he pushes out, I mean, TenZ, he can just take as many pot shots as he wants. So now a play. Oh boy, this is problematic here. Oh, but wait a minute though. TenZ gets pulled away for just a moment. He's in this corner. He's in no man's land by himself. He gets 1 kill. It's probably going to get traded out right away, but he does not go for the shot. Looks for 1. Does manage to get it, and he's going to dismiss out of there. Oh, and he doesn't manage to get out of there in time though. But just
retake utility and also Win there. Very nice angle, looking to see if there's going to be any spots, and there it is, actually hits the headshot onto Relix. He's very weak, and there it is, the utility to try to allow them to cross. Mitch knows he has to press forwards, the spray transfer's not quite there in time. There is a tendency here for Gen.G to get aggressive in mid, and the leer comes out.
Oh no!
Oh, Win, I think he must have felt like he was pressing right there, but he's pressing forwards when he hit that dash key. That is a problem, but Effie's in the smoke! What was that second kill? Finds Tens with a stray bullet, and there's that breach ult, but Mikhail's able to hold the ground.
Oh, that fault line actually does manage to connect, forcing him to go back inside of the default, and Shinobi inside of dark cover here. This actually could be huge. This actually doesn't connect, though. Gen.G gets both kills.
A good read, I think, as to what's happening in the early rounds.
There goes quite confident. That is going to give him the freedom to be able to push up. Player one does manage to pick up one kill. GMD from on top of a ramps does a lot of damage here to C9.
And you know, he's just walking up, contacting by himself, and that didn't go very well. We'll see the explosion here from Vice, able to take control of the Heaven position on the A side. They can't slow down anymore coming through this spawn position as they go to Heaven. I don't know that they have many chances here. Vice gets a kill, drops off, creating more problems, delaying ever further, and there it is. Mitch on that flank, and indeed, it should be a free one, or maybe a free two.
Yeah, he gets the information. I think he wanted to go maybe inside of Heaven to see. Pretty clever to try and prevent them from getting out of this cleanly. Oh, that's two. That does hurt the economy. Still are not going to be quite out of it yet. Don't want to count them out. Cloud9 have in the past done some pretty miraculous plays here. Mikhail with his paranoia, he dies, he ends up falling. B-side's going to be available, but there's the Rolling Thunder, does manage to connect with two, and as GMD descends from Heaven, he ends up dying right away. Tens gets 3 kills out of this, and this is exactly what we want to see happen here. He's waiting for that opportunity to try and pull the trigger on this one, player one, and there it is, there's the first kill. Now Hwin can actually go and push this one forward. He's got the angle. He's got the cross here. He's got the cross. He's got the shot. Oh, he's going to sink it. Oh, Hwin! What a play to win the game.
Way into the site. So it's going to be a retake, and that's okay. Retaking the site is not too bad. And oh, look how the cages went. Oh, it's beautiful there. Gets caught by the trip. That's so fantastic from Mikhail. Oh my God, it is raining Gen.G players there. Just diving for the rafters and just owning it. This is very difficult right now for Cloud9. They cannot gain the ground back onto the site. Oh man, that's so beautiful to see. There's still an opportunity here to make something happen as they try desperately, but there's just too much utility in the way. But yeah, that's so awesome to see that cage. That is something now that Cloud9 have to watch out for. They have to watch out for the possibility that the Cypher could be playing behind that box.
Ooh.
Tens getting some kills.
You don't need to feed the beast. You don't got to feed the beast.
Get that money.
Here for the Sova with an Ares round 2. But unfortunately, not typical is going to be that Tens does manage to pick up the kill there as Hwin with a marksman inside of this one will... oh man, that was actually going to be really difficult for him to try and stay alive out of that one. Now it's going to come down to player one here to hold this one down, as Tens is going to be in his ult state here, which will elevate that rate of fire. And for the Bulldog, it will be that much more difficult for him to deal with. Bulldog's going to be a strong weapon, and then
delay using that nano swarm to make sure no one's on the angle close to him. He gets a lot of information, and at this point it should be fine because there's not really the position to work from for C9 to do too much, or rather, sorry, for Gen.G to do too much more damage.
And this is where things are going to get a little scary here, playing against Arena. I highlighted him before, but Scream from Team Liquid wallbang there. The guy by the button is a typical spot. Didn't really connect with anyone, but the Bulldog shot seems going to be weakened from the get-go.
Now that is there for C9. They're working on this. They want that tree control, but there is a setup here. GMD is in position. Also has a paranoia to work with as well, if necessary. They're going to hold on to this position as much as they can, but the spray from Tens is very problematic. The paranoia comes through player one, just barely able to spot Tens. He was close enough, and there is a window. There's an opening. There's a chance here now for C9 on this.
They're hearing all the footsteps coming out now. GMD's just going to wait for the prime moment to just push this from the back of Red Room. Effie's tucked away in the back. Tens does manage to pick up a kill, though, but there's the Odin spray through. GMD finally makes that remaining before they would have that time to plan it out. Now, the retake here is Hwin has Blades out. It's a desperate round here, but this is looking good now for Gen.G as Hwin holds that angle, and that is going to do it. They were all...
However,
but now it's the post-plant.
Yeah, there's a huge problem because there is a breach ultimate available. The Rolling Thunder can go through the entire site, which could eliminate every single player. So that's a very big problem right now that they're going to have to contend with. I don't know how they'll do it.
Beautiful.
This is going from bad to worse here for C9 as they try to hold on to this site, but they have, of course, lost the breach, so it does give them more opportunities. Effie's, though, with that Odin is quite an intimidating presence. Tapping the bomb, there is Mikhail, trying to make life more difficult. One player left in that held position. Shinobi gets it, 16 HP. Next bullet wins for Mikhail, and he will make it it happen. Just enough time to get the spike defused as well. And my goodness, that was close. And you know what? They didn't have to spend the breach.
Now Shinobi, though, looking to get some intel with Drone, does manage to succeed in that. Drone is played out. Mikhail had to just rip away for a moment. The crosshair was not going to be able to stay onto that doorway, and thus Relics will profit off of that. Player one, though, inside of Hell, gets the paranoia off, though. Has to stay alive. He does not, but he does pull some
opposing Sova, and Effie's now going through there. And there it is. Is he going to catch anybody? Oh, if he can find a kill with this Odin, there might be a chance.
He gets it.
And he gets the one onto Vice, but he's now alone. Effie's against the world as he maybe falls back here. The Odin is expensive, 3,200 credits.
Going to be inside of the site, which means that the Omen will have to deal with that. And there goes the pincer. Very well done by Cloud9. Spike is down. Nice shot from Tens. That's going to give him just 2 more. He has the dark cover, and he gets on top of that coverage here. They have no idea where he is. Now they're going to know. They have 2 players, essentially, 1 dead and 1 still alive on mid, and another one playing the support game too. But also, while that's going on, C9 players, they were going to be scattered about in mid, losing some bodies in the process. Vice, though, again, is just
especially
this on the flank.
Coming through. Killjoy, oh, this could just seal the deal. And he's lining it up, and there's nothing to be done there. Gen.G and Mikhail going down. Just player 1 left. 1 versus 2. The opposing Cypher is very low, Vice, but this is not looking likely here for player 1. He can't get forward.
That shutdown of the door might be enough to give them cause for the pause here as Shinobi wraps around Tree. Some more kills coming in. Vice now, Neural Theft. They'll know where player 1 is located, and they're going to swing this. He's by himself. And they managed to profit with that kill, but they got to get the spike over there, and I think they will just be able to get the spike down right at the nick of time. Now it's up to GMD. He could play spoiler here. Spike will go down. 2v2, but Empress State currently here for Tens. Rate of fire increase. We'll also get that overheal out of the gate. GMD is going to be rather weak, but GMD wins the fight. Now it's going to be up to Relics. 1v1, and he wins it! Oh, not lock onto a target. Does not do any damage. Or not damage, but doesn't block any of the vision here. Mikhail is going to be playing backside alongside with... Oh boy, this is actually going to be quite deadly here. And I stand correct, I was going to say Mikhail, but it was Vice who was hanging out on the back. Mikhail, though, will get... But in the pistol round, you can just play inside of the site like this. The guns are weaker. You play the cross and the advantages.
And with that turret, actually, they're able to face, and now there it is. Tens able to heal himself up. Mitch, what on earth was that?
Tens had the freedom to pick up orbs, but also he was just getting all the kills that he wanted. He might actually line up a few kills here with the Judge. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3! He's looking for another one too, but there's player 1. Stops him, and it could have been a little dicey there for, well, it definitely was dicey and very, very risque, but I love to see a good Judge play in the corner. As Mikhail now is going to be the last man standing to deal
as they try to get themselves. Oh, hang on. Hold that fort. Shinobi's in the cloud burst. Oh, no. The Ares from the back. And he's causing all kinds of problems here. Shinobi. And the blind comes onto Effie's, but somehow he stays alive. Somehow the bomb's going to go down here.
I mean, that could have gone sour very, very quickly, but they have no position to be able to take this. It is going to be a 2v2, though. Mikhail's going to go all the way back in the boat. Effie's does die. It's going to be down now to Mikhail. Can he clutch it? No, instead. Recon. Relics needs to be careful to get caught in the middle of this. He does manage to dodge it for a moment. The Rolling Thunder is going to be in play as well. Mikhail, though, in the scuffle, does manage to get a kill. And in fact, it's going to be Gen.G who managed to profit off of a few kills here. Looking really good right now for them, as they're just trying to take control of the site. But just as I say that, I eat my words. Relics and Mitch, they didn't deal with the players that were inside of A, and now it's just going to be GMD the draft play. Now Tens is going to be cut off from his team here. A few smokes are going to go out, and Tens does manage to creep through the doorway in the nick of time. He jumps through, but he doesn't have much of an opportunity to bail out of it. Instead, he's going to run into the Bulldog there of GMD. Relics is still going to be left alive, though. Now it's down to a 1v1. In the instance, oh my word, that pesky turret. It does enough damage to hurt the armor. GMD does have the read. He can still win this one out, but Vice has been on fire. Now he's going to be down to 67 HP too. And yeah, he has no idea where he's going to be, but he still gets
break
the
some
kill.
of these very fortified positions. With that said, though, GMD's able to find 1, which is something, but unfortunately now they're 2 against 4. It's looking so desperate.
Fury's going to be in play. Mitch is going to be using the Killjoy ult too. They're using everything to try and hold him off here. Relics gets the kill. 1 player left alive. It's going to be Mikhail. He manages to get at least 1, but when it's all said and done, the spike is down. There's really nothing that he could possibly do. He also gets tagged with that detain, so really, Mikhail is just stuck there with his hands up, no options. That's GG.
So it's a must live so that that camera can win them the rounds with the retake info.
There we go. So they're going to push right in. Mikhail is going to get cut off there. Does manage to pick up one kill inside. Gets the second one as well. That was going to be thanks regarding where they're going to be located. The push comes in, though, and there goes the short. He connects with Vice. 2 kills for Mitch as he's hanging on the back. Finally will get cut down to size. Relics in forcing out with the paint shells and also pushing them back alongside with that recon dart. It is going to start out really nicely, though, for Gen.G as Mikhail inside of his own cyber cage yet again, and that is just clean. 4 members are going to be tucked inside, and he's going to be killed quickly, but Tens gets out of there, and then Shinobi gets a kill too, so Tens is still very much in this fight and very much a problem for Gen.G to deal with. It's only going to be Mikhail. He has been great so far in this matchup, but with that spike time dwindling down, and that is just going to leave Huynh to be in the back by TP room. Player 1, though, with that kill, he actually slows him down just a touch there. Player 1 not able to get that kill. Instead, it is going to be Tens with only a few seconds remaining. The spike is down, but he's going to be in a really rough spot. Has to teleport out of that potentially. There goes that neural theft activated now as Mitch is in the back, had to reload, and Gen.G managed to be on the lookout for player 1. Okay, so player 1 now with the paranoia, but GMD's anticipating the push starting to come through here. What a shot. Might actually be able to get the second one too. The player did not commit to it because that Lear was taken down. And then Mikhail from the distance. Headshot on Tens.
They don't seem to have any idea that he's here. They're focused on the spawn position, giving Mikhail everything that he needs to get the jump on the remainder. And now they know precisely where Shinobi is.
Gets right back into hookah, but now they have an opportunity to push up, and then Mitch will get the kill out of that one. While he's flying in, though, GMD's in the back. They know exactly where player 1's going to be located. GMD, oh boy, goes into the site, even with the knowledge that player 1 was still there. GMD with the run
kill. That first kill here. He's actually committed in a very committed position, gets that first kill, and now he can fall back, and he's got that U-Haul presence, and they're going to have to just charge in 1v1 in these choke points, and you can see how powerful it is. Relics will finish it off great.
They're going for B now. They've got all the information that they possibly could have, and it's up to Mikhail as well as Effie's. Effie's dies quickly, though. Tens is still alive as he went right... Oh man, that is another instance of that Reyna just being so critical for them, because he had to wait for him to get out of that state, that intangible state, so that he can shoot him in the face, but instead it's going to be Tens who benefit. And they have to utilize this one to great effect. And certainly they will. There goes a... Actually, there was going to be a satchel kill there from Mitch. Player 1, though, does manage to stop the rocket from being a factor in this round. As he just tried to get around the corner and look to get any kind of look, any kind of play happen. But Raze
has been spotted with that boom bomb multiple times, killing that Lear as they push forwards. Effie stands his ground for a triple, and that's going to lock it down. 2 versus 4
ticking down, but he doesn't get the kill. It is going to force him back. Huynh is still going to be holding on to this angle, 60 HP. They have no choice here but to try and poke this one out. Vice does just that. Oh my God! Vice, what a shot out of him! He was flash. He was basically done, but he still manages to stay alive. Is it going to be enough, though, as Relics is inside of the site right now? He does have Spike. Locates a player in front of him, but he cannot land the shots. Really take that.
Oh, not bad. And he's picked up a Phantom. He's going to keep this one alive. 10 seconds to go for the plant here. He may have to commit for it. Oh, he's coming off a bit. Oh, maybe there's a nade here. Where are they going to go? That's going to be meaty. Oh, the damage is huge from Mitch. He finds himself 2 kills off of that, and that's going to refresh the paint bombs.
No.
Oh, my God. No. He's going to do him in as well. But that classic close range, and he's created so much time, so much damage. Mitch has just done everything.
Mitch on Raze. Did not think that was something I needed in my life, but I'm glad I got it. I ain't complaining. GMD in the corner now will have to deal with this Omen, but he was tagged up, so Relics will make quick work out of him, thus leaving Effie's alone. 27 seconds. Spike's still not down yet, though, but 2 HP. What a shock. Trusty Judge. Here we go. That's one, that's two, that's three. And Shinobi also got the shock arrow kill there, but it is going to be relative here. You don't want to try and get on top of that satchel. It still does a decent amount of damage. Mitch, he's going to cave all the way back here, give up a little bit of space, but it is going to be good enough for him to just go right back onto the site now. And Mitch, only going to be one player there waiting for him. It's Mitch. And Mitch sends the grenade out. It's actually going to do some decent damage there. And that good try to just fly in front of his face when Vice, though, while all the scuffle was going on, you got TenZ in the flank too. Oh, he's got one. He's going to get the planter too. He gets three. Oh, what a play from both players who have been on fire so far. Vice does have a read that one player, at least one, is going to be inside of lamps. It's actually going to be two players that he knows he has to handle as he saw that second one poke out. It's just going to be TenZ left alive here. Can TenZ do it? Tags one, is going to go right back for the bait again. Gets one kill. Does he get the second one? He knows he's going to be on top of the molly here, and he gets the kill. TenZ is going to bring this one at 12. He has time. I believe it's going to be very, very close, but he is good to go. Match point. I know it's just a TP fake, but that could actually be enough here to give them something to work with. Shinobi is going to go right inside. Does manage to get one kill against Quinn. Looking for the second as well. Shinobi still going to be left standing here. Now it's going to be Relix's turn to join into the action. Two players left, and that is going to do it just like that. Sweet.